The treasure of the dwarf king. Hreidmar, the cunning and avaricious dwarf king, was renowned across the 9 worlds of Norse mythology for his immense wealth and mastery in the magical arts. He dwelled in a resplendent underground hall glittering with gold and gemstones that he had amassed over centuries. His vast treasure was guarded not only by his formidable magic, but also by his 3 sons, Regan, Fafnir, and Otter, each of whom possessed unique skills inherited from their father's lineage. The legend begins when Otter, the youngest of Hreidmar's sons, took the form of an otter to fish along the riverbanks. Otter delighted in this shape-shifting ability, spending long hours catching salmon and basking in the sunlight. One fateful day, however, he encountered Loki, the mischievous trickster god, and his companions Odin and Hunir. Loki, ever impulsive, slew Otter with a stone, thinking him to be an ordinary animal. Proud of his catch, Loki skinned the otter and brought the pelt to Hreidmar's hall as a trophy. Upon seeing the skin of his son, Hreidmar was consumed by grief and fury. Summoning his magic and the strength of his sons, Regan and Fafnir, he captured the gods and demanded reparation for Otter's life. The gods, bound by the sacred laws of compensation, agreed to pay Weregild, a blood price. Hreidmar's demand was unique. The skin of Otter was to be stuffed and covered with gold until not a single hair remained visible. To fulfill this immense payment, Loki ventured forth and captured Andvari, a dwarf skilled in goldsmithing, who hoarded a vast fortune in a secret cave. Andvari, under duress, surrendered his treasure but cursed one piece, a glittering gold ring, known as the Avaricious, declaring it would bring ruin to anyone who possessed it. Loki, ignoring the curse, added the ring to the ransom. The gods returned to Hreidmar's hall laden with Andvari's treasure. They filled Otter's skin with gold and heaped the remainder atop it. At the final moment, Hreidmar noticed a single hair still visible and demanded the cursed ring to cover it. With this, the ransom was complete, and the gods were freed. But the treasure, infused with Andvari's malediction, began its dark work. Despite his triumph, Hreidmar became obsessed with his newfound wealth. He spurned his remaining sons, refusing to share the treasure. Greed corrupted his family, and soon, Fafnir, possessed by an insatiable desire for the hoard, murdered his father in his sleep. Banished by Regan, Fafnir fled with the treasure to a desolate wilderness, where he transformed into a monstrous dragon to guard it. Hreidmar's tragic fate marked the beginning of a lineage cursed by gold and betrayal. His treasure became the object of quests and conflicts across the ages, weaving into the greater tapestry of Norse myths. The Avaricious, in particular, played a key role in the tales of Sigurd and the Volsungs, ensuring that Hreidmar's story, and the curse of the Dwarf King's treasure, would echo throughout the annals of legend. Thus, the tale of Hreidmar is not merely one of avarice and vengeance, but a profound cautionary story about the destructive power of greed and the inexorable grip of fate in the Norse cosmos.